What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing the Garcia Black Max combo. This includes the rod and the reel. You don't want to miss this one. Hey guys, if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help me keep making content like this for you. Alright, to get this thing started, let's talk about a few of the features on the Garcia Black Max. It is a 6:4:1 gear ratio reel, which is actually in the slow range for bait casters. I view 6 as slow, 7 as medium, and then 8 as fast. And then you have ultra slow, and then you have ultra fast. You have 9s and 10s, and then you also have 5s. So this is what I would consider a slow reel. Has a lot of torque, able to do cranking and that kind of thing with pretty easy. So the braking system is a magnetic braking system. It has a simple dial on the side. All it does is adjust the distance between the magnets and the spools. I'll show you guys that here in a minute when we take a little bit of a closer look at it. This reel also has a 15-pound drag, so it is plenty strong enough to get in the average size fish, but if you're going after stripers or hybrids, this is probably not going to be the reel for you. But if you're going after largemouth, smallmouth, this reel will be just fine. The reel also accepts 10 to 20 pound test line. Right now I believe I have 12 on it, and the rod is designed to handle a lure from 3/8 ounce all the way to 3/4 ounce, which is actually a pretty large range for a rod. So this particular combo is the 7-foot medium heavy. It also comes in a 6/6 medium. That rod comes in either 1-piece or 2-piece, depending on kind of what you want. If you need something that stores in your trunk, you can get the 2-piece. If you want the 1-piece, I definitely recommend the 1-piece. It functions better as a rod, but if you can only get the 2-piece or fit the 2-piece in your vehicle, that's fine too. So now let's take a little bit of a closer look at the reel that I have and the rod and the condition that I have it in. Okay guys, we are in a little better position to give you guys a little bit of a closer look at the reel at this point. So here I have the reel. Hopefully I don't get too many shadows on it with my equipment, as the light is behind me. I'll just give you guys a pretty good look at everything real quick. Alright, major question that happens all the time is how do you get the side cover off? It's actually pretty easy. You just have to pull this rod back here. See how it springs back? And then you twist the cover upward, and then the side cover comes off in some kind of fashion. There you go. It's kind of hung up there. So there's the magnetic braking system. You see all the magnets there. If I turn it up, you'll see the magnets come out toward us some. See how they come out? Now I'm lowering it. So that's what I'm talking about. We're just adjust the distance between the magnets and the spool. Has a pretty good bearing in there. Hadn't had any issues with that guy. And notice I've used the crap out of this guy. I've never ever cleaned it. And look how clean it is on the inside. So that's a pretty good sign of how well this thing is sealed up. Now let's look at the rod a little. Oh, I didn't talk about the drag. Drag is pretty standard. It doesn't have any clicking, so you really just have to feel around and see kind of where you like the drag. You don't have any clicking for any indication for real fast changes. And here's your spool tensioner, the one that I'll complain about later in this video. It doesn't have any stops inside of it to keep it from moving, so you'll hear me talk about that here in a minute. Rod handle is actually a pretty comfortable handle. I like this handle very much so. It fits my hand really well. It's actually held up very, very, very well over time. It's not showing any significant deterioration anywhere. Even on the bottom here, and the part that usually gets beat up, it's got some mud on it right now. I probably should have cleaned it up a little better before this video, but now let's go down the rod. Nice little hook keep here. Keeps it out of your reel. I like that. Never had any issues with this guy. The nice Black Max Next Generation on there. On the bottom side here, we have all the information that I've already given you. And then we have our line guides. This is a 24-ton graphite blank. I know all this is upside down, but it's the only way it really fits in my room. And this is one of the line guides that is missing the insert. And I will show you the tip that I broke and had to repair. It's not the best repair job. It's actually my first repair job. So there's the tip. It's obviously much larger than the guy next to it, but it's the only one that I could find that would fit it. But I just broke a little bit of the tip off. That might be some of the reason why it doesn't have as much sensitivity, but overall this rod's not all that sensitive. Alright, so that's an overall close-up look. You have the Abu Garcia Black Max combo, both the reel and the rod. Let's go back and talk about the things that I like and the things that I don't like. Alright, now it's time to talk about the things that I do like about this combo and the things that I don't like about this combo. The number one thing I like about this combo is it is extremely affordable. The entire combo comes in at $75, which is kind of strange because you can buy the reel off the website of Abu Garcia's website for $55. So does that mean this is a $20 rod? I don't exactly think so. I think this guy's just a little bit marked up. This rod and reel combo has been extremely durable for me. I've had it for 3 years. It was my first combo and it was actually pretty solid. I've beat it up. I broke the tip of it off at a tailgate before. This line guide is missing now. It's getting the rod itself is getting pretty close to retirement, but the reel is still solid. There's no issues with it other than one of my dislikes, which I'll get to here in a minute. The last two things on the things that I like is that this guy has caught a lot of fish for me. I've put it through the ringer. It was my only bait caster for a year and a half, and it has caught lots of fish for me. It's been used quite a bit. And the last thing that I like about this thing is it is great for learning. I personally learned how to cast a bait caster with this combo specifically, and I learned just fine. I do recommend this for a beginner. So if you're looking out there at a bait caster and you don't have a high budget, definitely go after the Abu Garcia Black Max. So the three things that I don't like about this combo, the first is being about the spool tensioner. It does like to come loose on me every now and then, which kind of hurts and causes a backlash every now and then. If I start, feeling a little bit of backlash start to happen more and more often, I'll always check my tension on my spool and I'll find out that it's actually loosened a little bit. The other thing that I don't like about this combo is that the rod is not all that sensitive. It's really not good for dragging the bottom and feeling the bottom. It's really kind of hard. I'm looking at the tip because that's where all the sensitivity comes from. But it's really not good for feeling the bottom and feeling the contours. It's actually just a little bit too strong. Maybe the medium, it would be a better choice for that. But in this case, it's really hard to feel the bottom. And lastly, the reel only comes in one speed. It's in the slow speed. It's the 6.4 to 1 gear ratio. It's the only speed that it comes in, and it's the only speed you're going to get. So if you want something for flipping or something, and you need a fast retrieve, you're not going to get it with the Black Max reel. It only comes in one speed. So that's the only other negative, is you can't use this combo to build up your arsenal. You're really just stuck with this combo with one other rod selection. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Abu Garcia Black Max combo, both the reel and the rod. You can buy them separately and you can buy them in a combo. But like always, until next time, get out there and go catch you some fish.